Hi everyone, so today's video is going to be the first video in my Nobody's Perfect series. I've already done the introduction to this, so I will link that in the box below if you want to go and see what these videos are going to be about. And as promised, this first one is going to be all about acne, my acne story, how acne affected me and all of that kind of stuff. This video has been requested so many times and I have been listening to you guys, and I filmed this video probably 8 to 10 times, and every time something's gone wrong, or the last time was basically I managed to say everything I wanted to say in the video and it had that annoying clicking over it that one of my videos had because my camera's new and I didn't really know how to use it, so it's kind of ruined even though I really felt like I'd said everything I wanted to in that one. So yeah, it's quite frustrating, but I'm going to try my best to get it all out again. So just so you know, at the start of this video, this is going to be a long video. I filmed it before and it's been about half an hour long, and I'm going to really try and cut it down. But if you are someone that suffers with bad skin, acne, then you might find this video interesting really if it is quite long, I'm not sure. But even if you're not someone with acne prone skin, or you have blemishes or acne or anything, maybe it's something that you could possibly watch as well, because it's really good to kind of understand about things that affect other people even if they don't affect ourselves, because it makes you more aware of just how much maybe you can hurt someone by making a comment to them or acting in a certain way towards somebody. If you ever feel like you might have said something slightly nasty to someone with acne, or even you feel like you've bullied people because of their skin, then this could be a video that you might find useful as well, to kind of make you think, wow, I shouldn't treat people like that, I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, etc, etc. So yeah, maybe this video can be helpful to different people, I don't know, but I just want to put my kind of story out there and then maybe some tips and advice, and hopefully it can help at least one of you. That would be amazing, and that's my goal really. So yeah, first of all I'm going to tell you my acne story, then I'm going to tell you the things that kind of affected me in an emotional way regarding acne, not just like a physical way. This might be a bit confusing and a bit long-winded, but I'm just going to do my best to get it all out there and tell you exactly what I think and everything. So I started to notice that I was getting spots kind of maybe on my chin and forehead and things when I was in primary school. I think I was probably in my last year, so in year 6, and I was probably about 11 years old, which is, I think personally, quite young to start noticing having spots. So I started to cover up my spots with, you know, like the cover sticks. They're like a little foundation but they look like a lipstick, so I used to cover them up with that, and that kind of helped my confidence a bit. But obviously I was, you know, 11 years old, I wasn't wearing any other makeup other than that, so it was kind of a hassle when you just want to be able to get up and go to school, put your uniform on and do whatever you normally do, but then you have to start worrying about your skin. It's quite young to have to worry about things like that. But nevertheless, I did start to get spots at that age. So through the next few years, 12, 13, 14, 15, they gradually got worse and worse and worse and worse, to the point where I had really bad spots all over my cheeks, forehead, chin, and then kind of some on my neck area as well, but they were mainly targeted on my cheeks, and that's where they were really very sore and painful, and they were kind of under the skin type spots, not so much blackheads and not really that many yellow heads, but it was more these under the skin kind of hot burning spots. So as you probably are aware, if you have spots and acne, and as you probably have done yourself, you start going to like the drugstore and buying, you know, cleansers and toners and moisturisers and scrubs all targeted towards acne. So this is what me and my mum started doing, and we kind of went through most of the ranges without much success. And then after trying those, my mum thought she would try out more of the higher end skincare for me, so like Clinique and stuff. So she actually ended up buying me like a whole Clinique skincare line targeted to exactly your acne prone skin. And I'm not saying anything bad about Clinique. I'm sure it's worked wonders for lots of people, but as I'll talk to you about more later in the video, no amount of cleansing products on my face were going to get rid of the spots, because of the kind of spots that they were. So none of that worked for me. I went to the doctor as I got that little bit older, like, so maybe now I was about 13 or 14, and they were getting really bad and really getting me down. I was given like topical lotions and creams to put onto the spots, which are obviously that bit stronger because they've been prescribed to you. One was even kind of like a little bottle with like a foamy type mesh thing on the top that used to kind of press onto the affected areas. Again, I tried these all for months and they didn't really work. So as the years go on, I went back to the doctors, and finally she referred me to a dermatologist. So you have to probably wait about another 6 weeks to actually be seen and get your appointment for the dermatologist. But the day came, I finally went to see him, and he looked at my skin, like no makeup, nothing, with a big magnifying glass thing with a light around it, which is very scary and not very nice to have to go through, because when you have acne, all you want to do is cover up your skin, not show someone under a big magnifying glass. He basically said that I had severe cystic acne. So that's what I kind of wanted to go on to tell you about. Cystic acne is hormonal. It comes from within your skin, and it's nothing to do with not drinking enough water, eating too much chocolate, putting too much makeup on. All of these things that maybe people can comment on and say, you know, oh well, you shouldn't have worn makeup from a young age, or you should eat more fruit and vegetables, you need to drink this amount of water a day. All of those things, brilliant advice, and I obviously agree with them. You should be doing all of those things and drink lots of water and eat lots of fresh foods and fruit and vegetables. But I could have done all of those things my whole life and I still would have got the acne, because it's genetic, it's a hormonal kind of imbalance in the skin, and I was just going to get them because that was what my skin, like, kind of makeup was like. So, and not my makeup, I don't mean my makeup, you know, your makeup of your body. So I was prescribed a drug by the dermatologist, and this is the part of the video, and this is kind of the main part I've put off making this video, because it's a very controversial subject, and it's a very controversial drug that I was prescribed, and it's called Roaccutane. In America it's called Accutane, and it has some pretty dangerous side effects which you are made aware of when you start to take them, and basically these side effects are linked to, but haven't been proven, that the tablets have caused depression, and in some terrible, awful circumstances, suicide, which is absolutely, like, terrifying for something that's just supposed to help clear your skin. It can bring out these side effects. Now, I just want to say flat out that it didn't, thank God, cause any of these side effects in me. The side effects that I got from taking the tablets were dry lips and kind of like dry patches on my arms, but really not very bad side effects that would make me want to stop taking the tablets. But me and my mum, the dermatologist, and my dad and everyone kind of discussed whether I should take the tablets, and we agreed that if we saw any of these side effects starting, that I would just stop them straight away and it would not be worth it. I also want to say, because of the drug that I'm talking about, I am not kind of advertising or endorsing it in any way. I would not want to kind of push someone in the direction of going on Roaccutane when it can cause these side effects, or could possibly cause them in some people, because that is not what I want to do, and I'll put a disclaimer in the box below as well. There's lots of videos and, you know, information online, you can find out more about this. I actually watched a programme a few months ago, it was on BBC Three, called Dying for Clear Skin, which was all about people with acne that had taken Roaccutane, and in some cases terrible circumstances came from that, and it scared the life out of me, to the point where I couldn't actually believe I'd taken those tablets those years earlier. And if my skin got back to that point again today, I don't think it would be worth it, to be honest, not for the risks that can come from it. So, you know, it's not the kind of thing that you can just go, I'm going to go and take that, and then, you know, you can go off, get it from the chemist and start taking it. It's something you would have to go through a GP and a dermatologist, and then they would have to prescribe it for you, and obviously if you're under 18 you'd have to talk to your parents about it and everything. So I can't just say to you, oh yeah, go and get it, it's great, and you can go and get it. So yeah, that's just kind of like a disclaimer I want to put out there, because it is a really serious matter. But put that to one side for a moment. I'll go on to carry on talking about it. So I was on Roaccutane for a year, so it's not a quick fix either. It's not like you just start taking them and your skin clears up. And for me, it worked. Really, luckily, thankfully, it worked and started to clear up the really sore spots on my cheeks. I mean, it started to get to the point where the spots were so painful. I'd come straight home from school, take all my makeup off and kind of like put like a bag of frozen peas or a cold bottle or something on my cheeks because they were so painful. I started to take the Roaccutane for a year, started to clear my spots up to the point where on my last day of school I managed to not wear any foundation, like any face makeup. I mean,